Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to what could be the best Silverhairstacker show in the history of the Silverhairstacker show. A little bit of history is warranted. About a year and a half ago, I think that's right, this show was ceded to Tom and I because the originator of the show and her sister, Valerie, the greatest reseller on earth, and her sister Sally did a show for many years, and now it's it's just me and Tom once in a while, or whoever else wants to come on. But yeah, today is great. We're celebrating women. Might as well, huh? So I'm going to put a link in the chat. If you'd like to come on and chat, just come on. It's your turn. I'll turn it over to the women and our other guest, Tom.
Good morning.
Hi, Tom.
What's up?
So, I'm a bet loser. You know, the bet I had with Valerie was that I would sell a video game within 24 hours. And it sold, but the buyer didn't pay. At least not yet.
He's waiting for payday today, or she.
So, yeah, I guess I lost the bet, which
No.
means,
Did eBay take your money out of your charge you for it? Then it's sold.
why would they charge me for it?
Your seller's fees.
No, that doesn't happen until a buyer pays. So, anyway, yeah, I lost the bet. So, my end of the bargain was that I would mention during this show that Valerie Cunningham is the greatest reseller in the world. So that makes two. I've said it twice now. Anyway, on with the show. Hi, Azure. Ah,
These women are harsh.
they're women. It's hard to describe women, isn't it? I can't do it.
I see she came in here to at least hear you say that she was the greatest reseller in the world.
Yeah, Valerie and Sally did the morning show that we adopted for 5 years. And then September 2021, I think it was, Valerie decided with her move and wanting to concentrate on her business and life in her, is it North Carolina she moved to?
Yeah.
That she was going to step back and take a break. Turns out it's more than a break. It's been a year and a half.
She's on the north side and I'm on the south side.
Yeah, women are like, remember that book that came out in the 70s that, or was it 60s? 60s, 70s. A book came out, and the title of the book, Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus.
I thought that was like the 80s.
Was it? Okay. Could be wrong.
I could be wrong. That could have been an old book that they brought back.
Yeah. But anyway, the book goes on to describe the differences in women and men. It was a good book. I read some of it, or most of it.
Actually, we're both wrong. 1992.
Is that when it came out?
Yep. It quickly became a phenomenon, selling more than 50 million copies and making Gray a leader in the self-help genre.
Genre. Yeah, it was instrumental in helping each side of the equation try to understand the other side of the equation. So,
Like you could move up to the top floor out of the basement or down the
you would
street
think
into
that.
your own apartment.
You should live interview Valerie and see what lessons she has learned. Yeah. I do know that when Valerie moved to North Carolina, she totally ramped up her business. She used to run her eBay business out of her home. Just a second, I gotta go hug and kiss my wife. Good morning.
All right. Yeah, I've never read it either, Maggie. My mind, those kind of books, I just start reading and then I just zone out. They don't keep my attention. Yeah. Priorities. She's probably always at the NASCAR event since she lives on that side of town. And her daughter and son-in-law have a Mustang. I guess they show. That was quick.
Yeah, doesn't take long to get the hug and kiss done. So, yeah. So Valerie moved, I was telling the Valerie story. She moved into a big old warehouse with her business. She has never looked back. I think that girl puts up like 30 listings a day average. She's not retired like everybody else.
Oh, she races a Mustang. Like in rallies? That's too nice of a car for a bunch of women to be on a round track with.
do, do. Yep, she left us in the dust. I think Valerie is right up there with Bridget on probably the number of items sold per day. Or pretty close. Bridget gets to cheat because Chris helps her a lot.
Yeah, autocross. I thought that's what she did.
Autocross.
Yeah.
I have a link to Valerie's
Bridget
store. I
Cream
don't.
Puff. That's it. Bridget puts Chris's mind listed.
Cream Puff is your store name?
No, Cream Puff is the name of the Mustang.
Oh, Cream Puff. That works. I like cream puffs.
It's a pretty car. And I like Mustangs, so.
Yeah. If you don't like Mustangs, you're probably kind of un-American.
Well, if you don't like Mustangs, then you like Camaros.
I kind of like both.
Yeah, me too.
Anissa asked, Todd, did you sell the game? I did sell the game. The game sold in about I had a I had about a 24-hour time limit on selling the game, and it sold in about 19 hours. However, the buyer has not paid yet. So that's the reason why I must say that Valerie is the greatest reseller in the world 10 times during today's show. So that was 3.
So what? So is the time up?
Yeah.
Oh, it's up. Okay.
The
Because that's
time
like,
ended about noon yesterday.
oh, okay. I thought they were they were going to change it so if you made an offer, it was accepted by the buyer, that it was automatically charged as a buy it now.
Yeah, they were going to do that, but I don't think they ever completed the thing. Yeah. I guess it doesn't show up in solds until the buyer pays. So it's in limbo. It's in purgatory, eBay purgatory.
Yeah, and
Have,
they need to get that fixed because now it's considered sold. But if somebody else was looking at it, which they should have bought it, uh, nobody else can while it's sitting there. If they decide not to close, to pay for it, and he has to relist it, did he miss out on a sale?
that's right, James. I have a pretty good percentage of people who, when they buy something from my store and don't pay for it for a while, they eventually go ahead and pay for it. Except international purchases. If a package is going overseas and they don't pay immediately, there's a probably at least half of the buyers don't go ahead and follow through. I think they buy something from eBay and then they see the cost to ship it to wherever, France or wherever.
Right.
The cost to ship it plus a lot of the countries in Europe and other places have what they call value added tax. Like Great Britain has value added tax on items purchased off of eBay. Yeah. I think Great Britain is like 20% is so if an item sells for $20, you have to pay the British government $2 in taxes on that purchase.
Yeah, they think people are. If people buy from like in England, buy from somebody through a regular company, they're charged that VAT tax. They think that because they're selling through eBay and they're buying from an individual that they're going to bypass all that stuff. Well, everybody's cracking down on on all these taxes. So they're going to pay for it one way or the other, or the seller's going to get into trouble. Like selling it, just shipping it like it's a gift, that type of thing.
Talking about reselling is so boring.
Yeah, Scott, what are you doing this morning? Um,
We were hoping to have just a panel of all women today, and me and Tom. We could have been like Todd and Tom's harem show.
that's right. and then your buyer just screws up the whole mess.
Because had I won the bet and the buyer paid for the game on time, then Valerie would be obligated to be in today's show. But I guess I lost.
And then Bridget was going to come on. If Valerie came on, she was going to come on. And Bridget was trying to get Tara to come on, which Tara comes on a good bit.
Yeah. So it's fun times.
Like says he didn't pay just so you would lose. Valerie, are you selling a lot of stuff on Posh? If you're still there.
You didn't win fair. Well, you won fair and square, but you didn't really totally win. It's like I won half the bet. But since I lost, I've got to say that Valerie is the greatest reseller in the world.
And that's 4.
Hey, Mr. Sadie. Mr. Sadie is the big winner, though. Tell him about your wins at the casino last night, Mr. Sadie. How long do butt prints stay in leather? I suppose it depends on the size and shape of the butt. Just guessing.
You won $700 last night, Mr. Sadie?
He did. He showed me one of his cash out tickets was $400.
So you're only down $26,000 now. Well, that good going, Mr. Sadie. Now, if you could just run that on up to about throw about 2 more zeros behind that, and you'll be in good shape.
I won $12 playing poker last night.
Way to go, Todd.
Not quite 700.
What was the buy-in?
Buy-in was $11, and I cashed out about 24. So
you made about $1 last night, and had a lot of good fun.
About $12. Black won $16 on slots. Yay!
Years ago, we were in a casino. We were in a casino in Las Vegas, and Roberto won 5,500 nickels.
I remember back in the day, you could take a bag of nickels and a bag of quarters to the casino and play. And the play was kind of slow because you had to actually reach into your bucket, grab a couple of quarters, put it in the machine, and then hit.
Well, that makes it last longer. My mom my mom and dad used to go out there, and there was a casino that had a penny slot machine, and my dad said my mom would sit there and play that penny slot machine for hours. And other people are, they kept walking by, wanting to see if she was done yet.
I heard Keno was kind of a ladies game, but
Mitch said he can play Keno while he's drinking his Mick Ultras.
Mick Ultra. You have to have a Mick Ultra at your playing station when you're playing Keno, I guess. It, isn't Keno the game that was in the last game of the Vegas Vacation movie?
I don't know. Don't think I've ever seen that movie.
Really? You've never seen Vegas Vacation?
Nuh-uh. I know somebody won a bunch of money in the end, but I don't remember.
Yeah.
But I thought Keno was like the lottery. You got a 1 in 287 trillion chances of win.
Yeah, they've at the casinos in Shreveport, they still got those little tickets at like the restaurant tables,
Yeah.
and you fill out a ticket with your bet, and then they have casino runners who grab up all the tickets and take them to get them entered into the next Keno drawing.
We've never done Keno.
Keno's a lot like bingo. You just you just pick numbers, and if your numbers hit, you win. If they don't hit, you don't win. Yeah, Texas Bandit, it's dreary here too. It's drizzly this morning. Yeah, Keno's pretty much a mindless game. It's just, of course, I guess any of the slot machines at a casino are just mindless games.
Short green little barrel shaped bottles of beer, Mr. Well, it used to be, James. Don't be dissing bingo now, James. When we're on cruise ships and they say bingo will be in the such and such lounge in 30 minutes, Roberta's like grabbing up her shoes and her purse and she's ready to go.
So Sadie hit 5 out of 5, 7 different times. Good
Wow.
grief. Got some lucky numbers there. Do you save your numbers and play the same numbers every time, Sadie? Shuffleboard. Or
Yeah, yeah.
bocce ball. Isn't that a kind of an old person's game? Oh, farts play bingo.
Yeah, I used to follow a curling channel. And one day this guy, he was, in the chat, he said, curling is the only way old people can get into the Olympics. Because most times the guys and gals are a little bit more old, a little bit older than the normal Olympic crowd. But that didn't go over very well. He got a lot of hate comments real fast, like.
Shoot, I know what croquet is. I got a croquet set. I've got a croquet set right over there.
Charlotte's got a croquet club. They got a bocce ball club. And they're big.
Bocce is a great game.
Bocce is basically curling on grass. And you're rolling a ball instead of sliding a stone. mature. So how did it go yesterday with the ladies at the Lutheran church?
It was all right. I bought two of the new wave ovens.
Right.
It's a infrared oven,
Right.
and I'm gonna take them and part them out because you can sell a new wave for like $50, but then it's so big and you got to pack that sucker. Or you can sell the parts. There's probably $100 worth of parts on a working um, new wave oven, and the individual parts aren't as bad to pack and ship.
Right. I think it's $150, around $150.
What is?
The new waves.
Yeah, I got.
I'm looking at Amazon.com. I didn't know what a new wave oven was. I'd heard the name, but I didn't actually know what it was.
Yeah, these are in really good condition. Um, real clean, and doesn't look like they've hardly been used.
They
But
sort of look like, well, these that I'm looking at look like the air fryers. I mean, they seem to do the same thing as the air fryers do.
yeah, kind of. Here you go. They got the infrared light at the bottom, and a fan blows down
Okay.
onto your food.
Yeah.
But yeah, all this comes apart. You can sell the power head. You can sell the
dome.
Just the dome sells for like 30, 35. And then you got the trays and the drip pan, and then the extender ring. That the dome sits on top of.
Right.
And then the base, so you got about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You get 6 different listings for one new wave if you want to part it out. So you can make about $100 on a new wave. A couple of the parts are kind of big to ship, but if you're charging the buyer for shipping, I guess it doesn't matter.
Right.
Just got to make sure you got enough bigger boxes.
People probably saving enough money buying it from you instead of like a manufacturer's part.
Yeah, so just like the base is like 14 inches wide. So you have to have a pretty big box to ship some of the parts in.
Right.
But if you're willing to do that, you can make some bucks. You're not getting rich on new wave ovens. But I bought 2 of these for $12 a piece. $12 into 100. That's good enough. I'll do that deal. And as good a deal as that is, it's not as good as the greatest reseller on earth, Valerie Cunningham.
That was smooth.
Did you hear that? Did you hear what Roberta said?
What'd she say?
She
I
said,
hear her cackling.
Yeah. She said that was smooth.
That was a good
The way you
segue
just
right
worked
there.
right into that.
I I did that Frenchy word, that segue.
Yeah.
Segued right into that. The subway, the Segway.
Whatever that is. You just slid it
Studio.
right in. Oh Lord. Yeah, I was looking at the parts, new parts for those things are expensive. And I don't even see any used parts so far, and I've been scrolling now for a while.
Really? I think the majority of the listings for New Wave is
Well, maybe they just don't list it like they do in eBay, where they say, pre-owned or used or whatever.
so. Okay, let's see. Might as well screen share if it's a good deal or good thing to sell or not.
Well, I was looking on Amazon. I wasn't looking on eBay.
Oh, well here, we'll just do that. Not doing anything else except saying that Valerie is the greatest reseller in the world.
But I like our air fryer, which is, I think, pretty much just in the same area as those. I mean, I bake biscuits in it and all that kind of stuff.
So these are sold listings. The power head is $24. Um, there's a dome that's sold for $50. Of course, that's free shipping. Actually, I have the other one I have has this amber colored dome.
Right.
They make it in a clear and a amber color.
Well, that should be cheap to ship. You just stick it in a poly bag, won't you?
Yeah, pretty much. The little racks sell for $10 plus shipping on top.
It makes them crispy, Mr. Sadie.
So
On the outside, gives them a good crust.
the extension rings sell for about 10, $15. So there you go.
How much for the power head selling for?
Like
$20.
yeah,
That's $17.99.
around $20.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's one that sold for $17.50 and one that sold for
22.
22 and one that sold for 32.
Those old metal easy bake ovens would burn the crap out of you.
Adult supervision required. So anyway, enough about New Wave.
Deb from Texas used to sell a lot of parts, didn't she?
Yeah, that was her main thing. She would part out vacuum cleaners and
What's up, Pawpaws?
nothing except we're just here to celebrate the fact that Valerie Cunningham is the greatest reseller on earth. Other than that, we're just having a morning show. Welcome to the show, Bearded Picker. This was supposed to be about women today, but all the women chickened out and decided not to do the show with me.
Because
And
you didn't
Tom.
you didn't close that deal, dude.
Well,
You let us down.
What the hell?
it's not my fault the buyer didn't pay after they bought it. I have no doubt that if that buyer hadn't bought it, that another one would, because it's a real popular game.
Right.
And I had it priced well below average selling price. Beard's over here doing weird science with water and chemicals.
He's splitting his container of Energizer.
Yeah, so I bought this Element, this stuff.
Yeah.
Because I'm keto, trying to replace the salt and everything you lose, the electrolytes, and also trying to drink more water. So, but this shit's so salty. It says 16.9 up to 32 ounces. Yeah, I can't do 16. I have to do 32 ounces.
Just go get you some salt tablets and pop one.
And I'm trying an experiment. So I was listening to a doctor the other day, and he was saying that if you, from the first hour and a half to 2 hours, if you're awake, if you don't drink caffeine and then drink caffeine after that, you won't have the afternoon crash, like the 1 to 2 crash. Because he said your body naturally produces something, and caffeine delays that production. So when the caffeine wears off, he said, but if you let your body go ahead and do it for a couple hours when you wake up, because it doesn't start doing this till you wake up, whatever substance it is. And so far, 2 days in a row, no afternoon crash. So I've got till 9:30 if I want to drink any caffeine.
Right.
Shoot, I couldn't live without caffeine in the morning. Coffee.
You'll be amazed. So doing the intermittent fasting, I don't eat until at least 10, usually between 10 and 12. You can train your body to do about anything.
Yeah.
It's the first week that's the bitch.
Yeah.
Todd, Roberta said you missed an opportunity to get another Valerie quote in there.
Oh,
When I said, wasn't it Deb that sold parts? Deb from Texas that sold parts, and you said, yeah, that's all she did. Roberta said that was when you should have included in that, but she's nowhere as good as the greatest reseller.
I know. All right, Roberta said it, so I didn't get a chance to, so that didn't count.
She did sell a lot of parts, but I think she got bored or quit with it and started selling other stuff after that. But she made good money on parts. I mean, there are certain things that parts are worth well more.
Yeah, it's like that new wave oven. You can sell the parts for $100, or you can sell the unit for $650, $60.
So I've got a Ninja blender, same way. The complete Ninja blender is worth like $72, but it's got 2 pitchers. You can get 50 and 60 for the pitchers, and then 20 for the base. So you can get like 130ish, somewhere in that range, if you split the 3 up. And then if you want to do the blades separate, you can add a little more. But which I don't know why. Why would they not just buy the? You see, at $79, you can get everything. They won't buy it
because they're only spending $25. I mean, that's got to be the reason why you're only paying $25. Like okay. I've sold some knobs for well, that's not the same thing, so never mind.
Don't do that while I'm trying to drink something.
I was trying to make you snort that through your nose or spit it out through your nose. So
don't be scared of other resellers. I showed this thing last night on the Rumble show. If y'all didn't know, I was on Rumble last night, saying whatever I want to say. So Tracy went and Harlan went. This thing was $4. Neither one of them bought it. If you ever see these things, this is one of those crazy Sony. It's a mini disc. It's got that little guy in it. It looks like a smaller the 2.5 inch, whatever they were, 2.5, 2.25 flop.
Right.
But it records almost digital. It takes one battery. You can see it lighting up. It's going to play. They're worth anywhere from $90 to $150.
And Harlan just walked by it.
Well, he was in a hurry because he was on his way to the flea market, so he just wanted to look and see what they had because it's in this. His parents live one street over from where that one was, so he just wanted to. He saw the sign. Tracy went all through the house and didn't buy it.
How'd your auction do last night?
I got some good numbers. I didn't look at it at 3:00 this morning when I did the old man thing. You know, I woke up to pee. I'm like, I didn't even look at the auction last night. What the hell? I was that high. Damn. I was high on Rumble too.
Yeah, haven't heard about Deb pinching pesos. Haven't heard her on any lives or anything in a long time.
She got out of the reselling business, didn't she?
Yeah, I sold a used pair of shoes for $30. I sold a $75 I got for a food saver. I got $60 for some baseball cards.
Wait a minute, how much you get for the food saver?
$70.
Wow.
I picked it up and on the Georgia thing for $1. A Coma lantern I picked up on that thing for $2. It sold for $20. What's a couple other good ones? A pair of used men's Pegasus Zoom 35s. Shoes were in beautiful condition. I got $32.50 for those used. I had some vintage billiard balls. I had 5 into those. I got $22.50. That came from Georgia. The Hot Wheels, the red lines. I put 2 yellow cars up there. I got $22.50 for the 2 yellow cars, and I got $25 for the 2 vans. $1 Kenwood radio. I got $19. I got $25 for a deer head and $22 for a blower, and I sold a desktop computer for $40. So it was a good night.
Well, it sounds like it.
It's nice to be able to just drop whatever off up there. So I've got a whole stack of laptops up there, so I'm gonna over there. So sometime this afternoon after I finish dealing with that, putting that stuff in a box on a UPS truck, I'm gonna definitely see if I can't get a couple of those where they work. So I'm gonna sell those. I'll get $40 or $50 for a working laptop up there, which is I usually pay $8 to $10 for a max. So that's pretty decent.
Yeah, especially when you just take it and drop it off. And
yeah, that's it. I drop it off. On the computer, I tell them what operating system it has and if there is a password, what the password is on the card, so they'll know about it. And it's been tested and worked and reset.
Have you ever sold any that's just like parts only?
Yeah, I've sold quite a few of them just parts only. Just stack them up and let them go. Because there are folks that'll take them apart and sell because a laptop you can still sell hard drives, disk drives, which I sold one of those yesterday. Where's my phone?
Cha-ching.
Went in. So this is a good little find here. I paid 50 cents for this thing at a yard sale. Where is it? There it is. Let me get a bigger picture. It was just a Macintosh PowerBook DVD-ROM module. I got 35 plus 5 shipping. So, and all you have to do is look up. You can read it and then look up it tells you on it what it is. It's not hard to.
Right.
A lot of people will go, "How do you know what it was?" Well, hell, it tells you on the front of it. So that was the person goes, "I'll just give you 50 cents for it," and so yeah, I got almost 40 for it. So the people will take those laptops apart. The screens are worth money, the drives are worth money, the RAM's worth money, or they'll fix them and sell them.
Because even some of these old computers, laptops, for little kids, just little kids to watch their
Yeah, absolutely.
YouTube shows on and stuff like. It don't take nothing because all it's doing is just processing the video.
And
It's not
a
like
lot
you're
of
going to
people,
jump out there with GTA 5 or something like that on it.
some of these older computers, if people are smart enough to use wired connections versus wireless, that's where
Yeah.
the slowdown is because the modems aren't as good. If these laptops, if you plug them in, they're great to surf the internet with. If you've got like, I got wired connections laying around here. Somebody almost lost our purple hair. So, but I do have use laptops. So I've got to get this one listed on eBay today.
Speaking of purple hair, do you remember when Valerie, the greatest reseller in the world, dyed her hair
Purple.
purple? Yeah.
So if you're at a yard sale and you see that right there on a
She's watching.
Oh.
Yeah, that's Alienware.
That's Alienware. Pick these things up. I think I paid $60 for this one, and it's currently worth right at $500. It's got to get listed today. It's a 17. This thing weighs like. Man, I don't even have to go to the gym now. I didn't pick this thing up.
Yeah, those old Alienwares were heavy.
That one's a. So I didn't know we were in the presence of royalty of the greatest reseller ever. That's awesome.
I didn't say ever. I said in the world.
Oh, in the world. Okay.
So here's the game that I lost the bet on. It's bought, but not paid for.
God.
I took a $75 offer, but whatever. I still lost the bet to the greatest reseller on earth, Valerie Cunningham.
So
I'm almost done.
Don't ignore these things. This little camera was sitting at an estate sale last weekend for $5 on the table. What is it? What do you think it's? Well, I've got it listed on Amazon. What did I list it for?
75.
Nope.
Higher.
Yeah.
150.
Keep going.
Good grief.
225.
249.
Are you serious?
God. Uncle
Does it
Sam,
work?
What?
I don't know if it works or not. Yeah, it works. I had to buy a charger for it. But yeah, it works.
Is it digital or film?
Oh, it's digital.
It's 270 film.
It's a 12 megapixel, but it's a people like these little these PowerShot elves because they are full HD. It's such a small package. I mean, this thing is little.
Spy cam.
What model is it? It's a 520 HS. They made it in several colors. It's a PowerShot Elf 520 HS.
I remember the old TV show Get Smart, and he had a little spy cam. He went click click.
Yeah,
click,
remember
click.
all these little elves are worth money. So this is the 330. It's worth like 150 because I can't find it on Amazon. I can find the black one on Amazon. I can't find the silver one on Amazon.
Oh.
But they started with these are some of the first cameras that you see the Wi-Fi symbol on it.
Right.
And they're such small packages, man. People love these things. You know, they're Canon, so they take wonderful pictures. And this one also is full HD as well. It records video in full HD, so it's 1080 video. And these little cameras, which is most people, if you're going to start a YouTube channel or whatever, these are great little cameras. I know your phone will do all this stuff, but to me, I find a camera much easier to keep from moving. When you're having to hold your phone on the edge like this,
yeah,
I wiggle it about, and it looks like the Blair Witch Project.
Scott, what are those people doing on that screen behind you?
Oh, that's Trump. Oh, they're right there. The people right down the beach.
I was just making a joke, but what is that?
It's a sailing channel. Salem the Vagabond. It's the largest sailing channel on YouTube.
Right.
They're building a brand new boat, so they're waiting on their new boat. So they're at an island that's got a bunch of monkeys, and they get little kids, and the little monkeys are chasing their kids around. So that's a picture of him grabbing the kid before the monkey gets him.
Are you using a program to split your screens like that, or you just?
No, that's just YouTube.
Okay.
It was at the. That's just the YouTube app. It's on my home screen, so it just shows you 3 all the time. I can find the remote.
Silver.
Yeah,
Up again.
It just shows you 3.
Okay. Boy, it's going up and down though, Todd.
Well, yeah, it always goes up and down.
So look, how about there? We'll put Silverhairstacker over there.
Each bar is another hour. So
Yeah, I mean,
You better watch out in the stock market. You know the Queen of Mean is dumping all her damn stock. You know what that generally means. She knows something.
who?
Nancy.
Nancy's dumping her stock.
She's taken huge losses in the last 2 weeks on Tesla and several others. She's getting out of the market. That tells me either that she knows something about the individual companies that she was invested in, or there's a crash coming.
Yep.
I mean, she took losses of nearly $2 billion to get out.
Gold hit 2,000. It's come back to 1995 now, but it's up.
I'm not laughing about the gold price, Todd. I'm laughing at that reaction Scott had every time he drinks a swig of that stuff.
Raspberry salt that's not my favorite.
So
that needs to be your thumbnail for the show, Todd.
The watermelon wasn't bad because a lot of people put salt on watermelon. That one was actually pretty good yesterday. But the citrus, I've tried the orange. It's okay. I haven't tried the citrus yet, but the raspberry, and I just brushed my teeth too, which is probably not helping.
Roberta drinks. What's that brand that you drink? Propel.
Yeah, I've got some of that. That's actually pretty good. But this one has a lot more sodium in it, and actually has potassium in it. Is what I'm trying. I'm low on potassium every time I get tested, so I'm just trying to add.
It's
Oh yeah.
Man, this show was going to be about celebrating ladies, and not a single one is showing up. I swear.
Roberta says she's here, sorta.
Yeah. Thank you, Roberta. You're the lone representative of the female race.
If she might have got online last night with Scott on his show on Rumble.
I think these women in the side chat are just scared to come on because it's hard to hang with 3 handsome dudes like us without going all gaga over how pretty we are and stuff.
I don't know. Maggie always, anytime Maggie pops on, it could be 7 o'clock in the morning. She's got that hair done, that makeup's going, she's rocking it. She's ready to go. Either that or she just got home. I drink Great Value lemonade.
Look at there. There's Julie. How are you, Julie? Wow, we got some OG pickers up in here now.
Who are the OG pickers?
Julie Venerum has been on YouTube chats for
quite a while.
At least 8 years that I know of.
I'm not gonna make a face for you, Todd.
Valerie. Valerie, the chick picker, you know what she is. She is the world's greatest reseller. There, I finished it. 10. You got 10 mentions.
10. He's been counting it out. I was showing Roberta what you were doing because Todd doesn't do camera. He just does his hands. I mean, he's got his desk open and you see
Jazz
his
hands. I'm doing jazz hands this
Yeah.
morning because I reached 10.
But everybody knows that Todd was a stunt double from the thing in the Addams Family movies.
Your order.
Jazz hands was my stage name back in the day.
Roberta says that was your stripper name.
Long time. Me love you long time. There you go, Julie. What movie was that from? Oh, one of that Charlie Sheen movie in Vietnam. What was that?
I don't know, but it's also from South Park.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. When Cartman gets thrown off of a mechanical horse and he thinks he's a Vietnamese prostitute. Oh, I love South Park. Oh, I like certain episodes of South Park. But it's
This is what happened last night.
What is that?
Those are big pills.
My horse pills. So I might have some. It's allegedly might have some oil made of cannabis.
Right.
Alleged. And he mixed it with coconut oil. I hate coconuts. I'm like, I can't stand the taste of this. Because he's like, just put some on some bread or a cracker. I'm like, how about I heat it in the microwave and put it in my own capsules? I just make weed pills.
It's not readily available in Alabama, is it?
No.
I'm gonna tell a story about my mother-in-law, who I love like my own mother. No, I'm not. Roberta had to go out to Denver. Roberta had to go to Denver for business, and she took my mother-in-law with, since she had a hotel room and stuff like that. So my mother-in-law went to a dispensary out there, and she said it was like going into a doctor's office. There was nothing shady about it all.
No, it 100% is.
Very nicely decorated. They had, they took her over to the display cases, and Roberta's like, mother's like, I don't know anything about any of this kind of stuff. And she said the guy was very professional and they told her all about the products.
They explain every bit of it, and they ask you what you're looking for because they can tell you this will work, help for this. Oh yeah, I mean, when we were out in Denver, that was the first time I'd ever been to one back all those years ago. It was a great experience. They were so. Everyone I've ever been to, the people are always really nice.
I asked her, I said, what did you expect to go in there and it looked like the inside of a surf shop with the dude? What you eat today?
He's got on like the reggae bucket hat thing on.
I can't do accents, so I'd have done the reggae thing.
Y'all mind?
Y'all mind? Yeah, that guy.
Awesome. Yeah, when North Carolina legalizes, we're going to open up our own shop. Roberta and I, we're going to call it the Potted Possum.
You got a little ways to wait. North Carolina's. We actually have medical here, which I never thought would ever happen.
We have medical now.
We have medical now, she said.
Don't worry.
I mean, it's just another instance of the federal government being just ignorant. It's amazing them what if you have enough money in a free country, you have enough money, you can get laws passed. Because now, they're saying, oh, TikTok is so terrible. They're mining your data. Well, Facebook mines your data. Everybody you go to mines you. But they're owned by a foreign country. Well, there's other ones that are owned by foreign. Turns out, I don't know if y'all seen it, but you seen how much money last year Facebook paid a Facebook or Meta paid a firm to discredit TikTok. They spent $20 million last year discrediting TikTok. because there's one thing. TikTok is right now. TikTok is it, and they are crushing these other social media platforms right now. And so, what's the American way? If you can't beat them, lobby your Congress to get rid of them. That's why you don't have weed. That's why you don't have dispensaries in every state in the union, because the alcohol folks and everybody else don't want the competition. The biggest proponent against it is the alcohol industry.
TikTok's so popular because everybody's attention span is that long, you know. And that's the reason that YouTube got into the shorts.
Yeah, that's it's not an accident. You look at things that work. I mean, it's the same thing happens in reselling. Whatnot comes out and proves that the live auctions are a thing. Why did eBay not figure this out? Why eBay should have dominated that market. They started with auctions. So now Poshmark is doing really, really well with them, and other platforms are adding them. They do the same thing. If something works, you don't need to invent the wheel. You just need to make your version of it.
Well, on HiBid, there is a lot of companies now that, I mean, they're not doing like just estate sales and stuff like that. If you got stuff like the people that you go to,
right? Yeah, they started with HiBid, but now they use their competition Bid Wrangler.
Right.
HiBid was too expensive, and they were kind of mad whenever HiBid went down, got extorted. They lost their whole auction site. It cost them a week and HiBid did nothing to reimburse, from what I know. So, except for maybe not charge for that auction, but still.
I lag 1 second videos. Even my attention span's longer than that. But I won't.
What's that gonna be? Is that gonna be the story of your sex life there, Lag? 1 second startup.
I want an app that, because my phone is pinging, especially right now when I'm taking this family trip next week. It's constantly pinging with them talking on their chats. I want somebody to write an app that will interface with like the messenger. So it'll say, Scott made a post. You can go through and you can tell it specific or ringtones, for people. Because I didn't see the thing that you were on Rumble last night. Because it got caught up in all those ping notifications.
You can control which app sends you what.
Yeah, I know that. I know that, but it doesn't, differentiate between.
Well, do you have an iPhone or an Android?
I have an Android.
Android will allow you to do that. You can go into the notification, and when the notifications are up, if you hit the notification settings that comes up with that main screen,
right,
and go through there and go through each individual one, you can set different sounds and stuff for them.
Oh, I'll have to look that.
iPhone will not, but an Android will. I had set different ones set up for different things on my Galaxy.
The shorts, Lag, the YouTube shorts, if it's longer than 1 minute, it's not considered a short. It goes long. It goes into the normal play. I like them that's like 30 seconds long. Get to the point.
You can do 10 minutes on TikTok now.
Oh, can you? That's a YouTube.
Yeah.
And I don't see. I think that's maybe. It's my opinion that they're getting out of their market because people just want to hit those shorts. Real quick, brief videos of, weird stuff.
Except for the scantily clad women, we need to give them a little bit more time to shake and move.
Who?
The scantily clad women.
Oh yeah. I see. There is some girls on there. They're beautiful girls, and God has blessed them in many ways. And they just go in there and just kind of like twirl for you for 20 seconds.
Like the cookie baker. She's been live the last couple of nights, cloud cookies.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, darling, you're ruining it by talking. Just stand there with your little pokies out, because you start listening to her, and she's a self entitled brat. I mean, she's. I'm like you were better off when you didn't talk.
Just show
And
the
I'm
goods,
assuming
baby.
that TikTok is monetized, or are they using that to drive traffic to their other websites? Are there a lot of girls fishing in on TikTok? Fish? Are they actually fishing, or are they just showing off gear?
Showing off gear. I saw one of those that the girl went noodling with not much clothes on, and she brought up a big old catfish, about a 30-pounder, and yeah, that was exciting.
I had never heard of it until I watched this comedian that's from Missouri, Kathleen Madigan, and she had never heard of it either. And she said that, she says it's when these guys get down, and girls apparently get down into the banks of the rivers up the Mississippi and whatnot, and they shove their arms up into holes where there's breeding holes for catfish. Then when the catfish bites down, they pull the arm out and they have a fish. And apparently sometimes these guys get hold of a fish and they never come back up because the fish is so big. Oh, you were featured on Fat Boys Fishing? Did they use your boat this time, Mr. Sadie?
I haven't watched it yet.
I told my nephew who works for he worked for a sporting goods line. I said, you need to find some of them girls down there that's built like brick outhouses and let them start showing off your merchandise on y'all's website, your YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna start doing. All my pictures on this little thing. I'm gonna get a set of boobs.
Like that guy up in Canada.
I'm gonna get one of my I got it. I'm gonna put on one of these, and it's gonna be because it's a 44D. It'll probably fit me. And then I'm gonna put it and so everybody's gonna look at it and see hairy breasts. They're gonna go.
You could just put on your Richard Simmons gear and go like that. Some of the American flag shorts, and your wife beater top.
These people are so young. They don't even know who Richard Simmons was.
Yeah,
Unless
unless
they've sold some of his merch.
Say Richard who?
He was like,
don't forget the offer expiring for the $99 instant message. That's what I just got now. I accepted this offer last night on the show. Why are they telling me don't forget?
Did they pay for it?
Oh yeah, they pay for it. It's ready to go.
So Deb, the scrunchie seller. It's her birthday today. But she didn't come on the show, so we could say happy birthday. And Scott was all ready to sing.
Scott, Todd, you know whose birthday? He's already done 10 though.
I know.
But you know whose birthday it's not.
Whose birthday it's not is the greatest reseller in the world, Valerie Cunningham. There, I went over. That gets me a brownie point for the next bet I lose to Valerie.
That was your bonus shout out. Anyhow, so
I'm
you got,
looking. Don't forget, you only have like 10 days to to get my birthday present. So
your birthday. Okay.
You got a birthday coming up too, huh? Hey, huh?
You be 50? 3?
I'll
me,
be
Yeah.
39 and holding.
I'll be 48.
You were 48 2 years ago.
Hmm.
I was 48 5 years ago. I'll be 54.
Wow. That's the reason. That's the reason Scott can take all these trips off Sourcing. He gets all those senior citizen discounts.
What am I doing every show? We
Oh
could
yeah,
do that every show. Just featured reseller this week and just shout them out the whole show.
yeah. Don't forget your shipping coupon. You've got like a week to use them.
Yeah, I used mine about 2 months ago.
I used mine yesterday.
Got some new bubble mailers and some new poly bags. Yep. Taurus by 14 days. You miss being a fool by 1 day.
Oh, I didn't miss that.
Yeah, April 1st is coming up, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, so my birthday is a week from Sunday. Next
My
Saturday.
my most watched video of all time on my channel was my April 1st metal detecting video. I planted a gold coin during the video. You should have seen all the hate that came out when I pulled that gold coin out of the ground. That was April 1st. I'm still getting hate comments about that. That video, in its back before they took down negative comments.
Right.
That video had 3 times the amount of negative comments as it had or negative, thumbs down. 3 times the thumbs down that the thumbs up were.
Because he filled them.
That's because you got them. That means you're winning.
He
I got like 1,400 thumbs down on that video before they quit counting them.
Scott, how many thumbs down did you get when you snatched that Chick-fil-A sandwich out of that dumpster that time and opened it up and ate it?
Cincinnati Picker always does a good April 1st video. He's done one a bunch of times.
That dude is smart, man. He's very unassuming. He's extraordinarily nice. He's not been involved in any of the controversy. He's making quite a bit of money on TikTok.
Cool.
He never shows his face. So behind where his office is, he's rent some space because he's real big on Whatnot, selling baseball cards, just selling sports cards. There's 2 raccoons that keep getting in the dumpster and getting caught, so he goes over there and feeds them and lets them out of the dumpster every morning,
Yep.
so they don't get thrown in the truck.
Yeah, Rocky, the raccoon. Yeah, Lindy Glenn is she's back to making videos.
I stopped by and Ricky got back in here. Ricky, what are you doing, man? We just got you out of here like 3 hours ago.
Bless his heart, he puts a ladder in there for him to get out.
Yeah.
Come on out, bud.
And dang, he comes on out.
Oh yeah, he comes right on
And
out.
he's,
I think this is an old one before he started giving him food. Because everybody said you need to give him this and this, so he
He's
started.
about to be hanging out in the dumpster, man.
He started bringing him grapes and water and stuff, marshmallows. But this guy, he's got look how many followers he's got just for Dumpster Bandits.
dang.
325,000 followers just to watch him. See there he is eating. See him and see if the raccoons are in the trash can or not.
That's one of the most famous raccoons on YouTube now, I bet.
It's just TikTok. He did. I don't think he's on YouTube. This crazy guy glued paper clips to the top of this thing and the bottom, so I'm having to get the.
Any idea why?
I don't know, why do old people do what they do?
I don't know, Todd. Why did they do that?
Don't know.
All right, Todd. It's 10:17. I got to get out of here.
What?
She's got a 10:30.
Okay.
Maybe
You
one of
can
these
leave.
days.
I may stay on a minute. I don't know.
All right. Y'all have a great weekend.
Thanks for coming on the show with me to wish the best of days to Valerie, the greatest reseller in the world. That's 12. That's getting it. I mean, I went over.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's 12. You've done her up and gave her 2 bonus ones.
Yeah,
And
Mike had a pair.
Tara's in the chat somewhere. She says, "How can this be Ladies' Day and there are no ladies on the panel?"
I don't
Because
know.
you didn't show up.
It wasn't because they weren't invited.
Nissa, yes, that was.
All righty. Y'all have a great weekend. Bye.
Which was the craziest thing. Once the show came out, Lindsay decided she couldn't do it because she cussed like a sailor, and y'all didn't cuss all the cussing out. I can't let people actually know that I cuss. All right. I don't let people know I cuss either.
Yep.
Damn it.
There you go. This was Valerie's day, so.
I don't know.
I think she
needs
identifies because she is a woman, huh?
I think she needs a whole month.
Whole month.
If you're the greatest living reseller, you need a whole month to celebrate your greatness.
There you go.
Well, this stuff is coming off, but it don't like it.
Oh, look at that. There's Sadie actually catching a fish. And the pole snapped in half while he was catching it.
All right, now to finish the top, and we're all set.
But he got the fish. Check it out. Boom. In the boat.
Is that Mr. Sadie actually fishing, or were the other guys?
He caught a fish, and about halfway to the boat, his pole broke in half. But so he was still reeling it in with about half a pole. That's what she said.
That's what Lag said. He's still reeling them in with half a paw.
Mr. Sadie is the greatest fisherman in the world. Yeah, that could be next week's theme. You know, in the poker matches we play, you could put notes about the different players that are at the table, and they're saved on your so you can look back at players you played in the past. And I think on Sadie's note I put greatest poker player alive or something like that.
You put on there. That's the Mr. Sadie. You need to start your own YouTube channel for just for fishing. Little hands, big fish. Tiny hands, big fish. All right, so that's as clean as it's gonna get.
Sweet. You're like
These things were in the late '90s, so they're not making any more of them.
you're like a surgeon with cleaning electronics.
I was trying to take my time because normally, if I go to do something like that, I usually end up destroying it.
I don't know how many times I've used that acetone on stuff
Right.
and just eaten off the finish of whatever it was. You know, nail polish remover. This will melt plastic. I mean, like if you got a plastic case with something written on it, you want to get that off.
Yeah, you use
The acetone will take it right off, but it will also melt the plastic in the
yeah, that's a
process.
job for hand sanitizer.
Yeah, there's another thing that I couldn't sell. Tried to list a hand sanitizer dispenser.
Mr. Sadie said Alan Jackson said it's all right to be itty bitty. He made a lot of money, so I guess he's right.
Little bitty truck and a little bitty wife, little bitty house and a itty bitty wife. Yeah, I don't know. How'd that song go? Itty bitty world, living in a, I don't know. Stock market down.
I told you. Nancy said get out.
When did she sell? Just like yesterday?
I saw a TikTok this morning that tracks her sales. Because there's several of those channels that are dedicated just to invest in the way Congress does, and they've made all kinds of money.
Speedball besting? Huh. Never heard of it.
I hadn't either. Sounds like something that gets you just messed up.
Sound like a drug. Speedballs.
Yep. Who is Alan Jackson? Looks like he has some kind of medical condition right in the middle of typing there, Lag.
I just looked up Bestine Speedball. Bestine solvent and thinner.
Yeah, I was using
Expensive.
the.
How much do you get for your $30?
Damn.
You get a pint for $30. It better be good.
He said he learned of it from stamp collectors. Yes. One of the TikToks I saw last night, guy's buddy had been drinking, got him to pull over to the side of the road, and he just got out of the car and started peeing right there inside of the door. So the driver started backing the damn car up into him and knocked his ass over while he's trying to pee.
I saw that. It's a funny video.
They use it to remove the adhesive stamps without damaging them or the envelope. Interesting.
Well, you gonna have a big party this weekend? Is this a party weekend?
Sure it is. Every weekend's a party.
Every weekend's a party.
So it's solvent and thinner for rubber cement. Cleans ink, adhesive, and even on eBay it's $29.
Yep.
But how much is it on Amazon? Come on, Amazon, $10. They've got some speedball products, but not the Bestine. Somebody there you go. Somebody, here's your chance to sell some speedball.
You got a
lag going to the speedball Bestine business.
Oh yeah, Amazon. $21.92.
How did it not come up for me? I typed it in.
Just type in Bestine solvent. Or you can just buy it pure from a different brand for $25 for twice as much. I mean, for just like $8 more, you can get twice as much of the just plain N-heptane.
Yeah, you got to watch what can it is. There's a 16-ounce can for $21, and the 32-ounce can is what's. On eBay, they're selling the 16-ounce cans for $30. So they're $10 cheaper on Amazon.
All right, I'm feeling the urge to pee, so I guess I'm going to turn the show off.
All right.
So thank you everybody for coming, and hope you enjoyed the excitement and the fun and hilarity that has been presented here today. And we'll see you.
And on a serious note, please spend your weekend celebrating the fact that you have been in the presence of the greatest reseller that we know.
That was bonus. All right. Until Monday, same bat time, same bat channel. Bye.
Peace out.